the question, like, yo, like, is real family dead? I guess what I'm saying is what we call love dead. And can you be in a blossoming, successful, prosperous relationship without love? This shit should be illegal to be like this and then be like this. You get it? But no, honestly, let's really think about that here, right? Let's think about can you have a successful relationship without love? That the love that I have my own definition of love. Almost everybody I know has their own definition of love. Some people that I know will start to repeat what my definition is when they get around me, but they just repeating shit like they repeating everything else. Like when you ain't never seen the word in the dictionary, you just use the word like that. Can you have any kind of relationship like that? If it's mother and son, if it's father and daughter, girlfriend and boyfriend, wife and husband, brother and sister, can you have a blossoming, productive, and successful relationship without love being a part of that? Hubbingham, you heard that question? Can you? Yes or no? I know my answer. It's full of pain and anguish. It's full of pain and anguish. But I tell you what, let me just tell y'all me.
Make sure you subscribe.
Some of you niggas used to be bragging on being a side nigga.
Comment and give your take.
But I ain't understanding when niggas was bragging on being a side nigga. This how I knew niggas was lying and people was just saying shit and audience engagement on social media, right? Cause the niggas that was side niggas used to be putting together paragraphs on their social media like, yeah, nigga, I paid that rent yet. Man, you ain't never been a real nigga. Ain't no chick better not never come up to me and tell me like, yeah, my side nigga, after we fuck, he gave me the money for this and you can hold your money. Thank you. When the next time you going to see that nigga? I'm do want these sneakers. I need to get my threads correct for the stream. Oh, a nigga, so because a nigga don't call himself a pimp, you ain't feel like that was going on. If you want the bitch, take her. Why would you be the side nigga? Cause that's how pimps and hoes work. You go fuck that nigga. Bring that shit back home. In the court system, and the police break up a lot of pimp and hoe relationships or violence. But the pimps that smooth, that's a little bit more analytical with their articulation and shit. The ones that really love the chicks that they pimping, yo boo, how could you love a chick that you pimping? It's some dudes that love their wife and they swing, right? A pimp might have 3, 4 chicks living in the crib with him and he has sex with all of them. A pimp might get mad at a chick for not using a condom when she fucking tricks and shit like that. But most times, when a hoe got a baby, that's from a pimp. That's his baby. He upset her, hey, the baby that come in here, we know it's going to be mine. You supposed to be protecting yourself because the pimps be, these my bitches. This they job. This how they work. This what they do. This how they bring something to the table. In those relationships will be more successful, but they last way longer than when you trying to bug out on your chick. But a lot of times the females just don't be used to it. So when you ask her something, she think you trying to set her up. Oh, nigga trying to set me up to be mad and argue with me. Why the fuck would I be trying to get information from you so I can argue with you? Nigga, you supposed to get information to fix problems and adjust shit. So even on Wind Down, when Medkit was like, no, I never, and then I was like, Medkit, hold on, now we gonna get personal. Did you ever lie about this? And she like, well, yeah. Did I flip on her? It been a few days. She probably playing Candy Crush or some shit right now, so I can't have her answer whether or not I wilded out on her or went crazy on the stream or whatever. But nah, regular. Might have told her I loved her. It's shit I've been new, but it's like, yo. Even with that happening, do you feel like Medkit had learned a lesson there? Like, oh, I could. So even like, because that's not the way it is. Like, it's like a lot of times the past actions is more prevalent. So some people are speaking from a position of their past all the time. I'm never doing that. I'm speaking from the position of what it is. That's a big difference. So every new relationship you enter in with those rules. I can't be honest because if I be honest, that mean that a nigga is trying to do to me what the first nigga that I ever fuck with did. I can't really get into how I feel, what my feelings are. Because nigga might get mad. You can't da-da-da-da. So like I was saying on that stream, like, yo, when you ready to be a student, a teacher will appear. The minute you ready to learn new ways, the minute you ready to grow, it's always somebody right close to your ass that's ready to help you do that. You just don't know till you ready. So we all know what my definition of love is. It's like growing understanding. Not growing understanding, but understanding that just grows and grows and grows as you learn and not more. As you keep learning more about a person. As you start to realize who a person really is and how you can help them or not. Now, it don't mean that you get hurt and whatever because, like, and I'll talk about that. So over time, like the things I might say to Medkit or how I might handle her has grown. It's not that understanding leaves or nothing like that. It's that, oh, I just know I gotta guard. I gotta be a particular way. Because if I'm not that particular way, like I was saying earlier, especially when people talk about pimps and hoes, right? Like, if I'm looking at pimps and hoes not beefing or having no troubles, whole households full of that. A nigga in there with 4 bitches, them bitches go out fuck multiple niggas every day, ain't no arguments, ain't no beef, and everything taken care of. I I understand that this shit is a mind. Like, nah. When you going through the regular shit in your relationship and you ain't having none of those type issues and shit like that, this shit is a mentality. It's a mindset. You got to stay on top. You got, like, the understanding for it has to grow. There are a million kind of different relationships out there. Some of them definitely don't involve love by everyone's definition. But by my definition, whenever you see peace and harmony, that's what it is. Oh, they don't love each other because she's a porn star and she had sex with somebody. What the fuck is you niggas worried about? Being in pain and being down and feeling fucked up? Because like I said, you beefing and arguing with your girl and y'all not having infidelity issues. You going through pain and hell as if you cheating and she cheating and y'all ain't got none of that shit going on.
Comment and give your take.
But you will look at another household that's unorthodox and be like, oh. That's because you miserable and unhappy. Because you ain't got enough understanding to envelope the flexibility. You don't believe in yourself enough to feel like at one day you can get to a certain point where everything could come within your sphere of control.
Make sure you subscribe.
And you could change the fucking world. And that's on you to feel like that. So I tell people all the time, whenever I'm getting into it with people, I'm talking about them. They talking about other shit. They past, what happened to this and this and this. No, nigga, talk about, you can't even talk about yourself, can you? You can't even talk about your acts. You can't even do that. So how many people even actually know what love is? And that's in any kind of relationship. Some people think love is watching you drown and struggle and be in pain and go through hell while they apprehensive or procrastinating. And it's across the board. You see your kid need help. You procrastinate. And by the time you pump faking and lying to yourself like, yeah, no, I'm doing this, then your kid already done went through that shit. By the time you pull up on your family members to help them out, the whole shit over with. By the time you build up the courage to just do the shit done with and what you want to do. That's what I said, the love shit, right? Say you plan on shitting on your partner today. You love the person, but hey man, today's the day I got to shit on you for whatever reason. Say your partner could take that. All right, cool. We still gonna communicate with other shit. Okay, you just nigga shot me today. I had to walk to the hospital. I couldn't depend on you. You left me on stuff. I survived though. We still trying to build and do whatever. I'm still gonna put this work in. You put your work in. We gonna make it connect to. We gonna right. What is love? Is love the person that shitted on the person initially coming around and pretending it didn't happen? Trying to do small talk with you, fill you out, acting funny if you shit on them, or be like, alright, I don't fuck, and then that's just the way it go. Like, you don't even try to fill a nigga out. Like, oh, we might not talk to each other for the next 6 months. Does it matter if niggas don't end up homeless? If we figure out how we gonna get something to eat, if a little money coming this way, then whatever the case may be, you could go out, do you. Nigga could go out, do them. Does it matter? It matters when the pretending part starts. You can go through pain and happiness without having to pretend. You can go through hell and hot water without having to pretend. I know that when I don't pretend, it be some drama coming. When the drama come, I'll be like, hey man, I'm not trying to have no drama. Because me not pretending don't mean that I want drama. You not pretending don't mean that you want drama. If somebody trying to do something to you and you mention it, if somebody on some bullshit and you talking about it, that's not you want drama. That's you fucking just saying what the fuck it is. But for stability in our society, right? Because there's other pains out there. I don't know that respect necessarily has to do with love. I mean, men think of respect. So some men think respect is love. So like, some men will be like, okay, my woman respect me, and that translates to me as love. But I don't necessarily see it in that way. I don't think I love Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs or Joe Rogan. I admire them. I know enough of their stories to respect it. Take Tyler Perry. I talk shit. I crack on anybody. But I know enough of his story for me to admire it and respect it. Doesn't mean I love Tyler Perry, no. Would that make me go against the grain for Tyler Perry? No. Like, would I make the same sacrifices for them that I'm going to make for somebody that I love because I respect them? No. Now, can respect be a part of love? Like, can you also love your partner? Yeah, of course you can do that, right? You can love, you can love your partner long before your partner do some shit that's admirable and now admire them. Do I think that you should love your partner? Do I think that there should be things that are admirable about your partner from the top? Yeah, but that ain't usually how we looking. We not looking at each other for what we feel like might be potential for certain accomplishments. Motherfuckers be attracted to like images and how motherfucker face look or how motherfucker ass look or some shit like that. For the chick, I don't know, maybe if a nigga got muscles or if a nigga shoot a nigga. Like a street image and shit like that. In some cases. So I think that when a lot of people is really telling each other that they love each other, talking about love, like, in most relationships that I see, they motherfucker be lucky to have one person in a relationship that even understands shit like that. Like, that even get it. So most relationships that I see, it be no love there at all. Who been in a relationship like that? Somebody on the stream, tell me what you think love is. Who in the building here? See a few people lurking. Savage Souls, you out here in these streets was good. What is love? Is love coming late? Is love early every time? Is love late with an excuse? Is the definition of it early with nothing to say? Is it dedication to a person, to the idea? I think I know people that got kids and been in like, it's probably people about 60, 70 years old that got kids and grandkids and never loved anybody their whole life and told hundreds of people that they loved them. Because the threshold for love is way too low. Its weaknesses. Savage, so you might gotta get you on the fucking Discord, gang. You got a Discord? I kind of want to know your real answer. I kind of want to know not your real answer, but what you meant, like what you mean by its weaknesses. You feel like when you love, it makes you weaker, or you feel like love is defined in a person's weaknesses? Like how you deal with them, like how you manage during those times type shit. Cause, and see, I launch off and go deeper to that though too, bro. I ain't go front though. I feel like that. I feel like that answer still, regardless of what that brings us to a whole nother place, and we got more reactions too.
Make sure you subscribe.
You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. Those are definitely the weak people. But, and let me say this back to you. Do you ever find that those people are, alright, usually those people are the people that hurt people. Because the reason they don't feel validated with that, so like, let's put it on parenting shit. So say you have a mother or a father who wasn't necessarily good to their kids. In their actions, they can't show the love, but in their words it's consistent. You know, I love you, I love my kids, I love whatever, right? Because I need to hear back that I'm a good mom or a good dad. I need to hear that love. I need to hear it. But in the process, they displaying a lot of hurt. And in relationships, when you get males or females that's like the dude that cheat on this girl or abuse her, like, but I love you. Like, and he want to hear it back. It validates that, yo, I'm not too guilty. I'm not too wrong, shit like that. So it's definitely a lot of ways to look into that. The only love when it's convenient. Most people don't really know what love is. Very true. And, then that's a fact. That's a fackaroni Tony, gang. That's just a fact, gang. And I'm going back to your weaknesses too, right? Also, so when I think of sacrifice, that's what it is. So I know the areas where I'm weak at. So in the areas where I'm weak at, I try to cover up more, right? So, and that's what sacrifice. So when I tell people about like, once you start doing, like, so during your weakest moments is when your sacrifice is getting tested, right? So if you weak, like, as far as like with your ethics and morals, like if you the kind of nigga where your girl know every time you get around a chick, if a chick even start to act like she feel you a little bit, you liable to pull your pants down and fuck a bitch, right? then during those moments when you weak is when you test yourself to bring out the sacrifice. Whether or not you can sit in the room with the chick the whole time and not fuck her and kick it, or whether or not you gotta get up and just walk out and leave, look stupid. But during your weakest moments, when you really don't want to do something, when you really want to do something else, and you get to hurting the other party, your child, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, because you just wasn't strong enough in the moment to do some shit that would have made them feel validated without you, without the love and the beef and all the other shit, the drama that come around. Need to know you care about me, like whatever your addiction or affliction is, like when those moments happen, like, can you make the sacrifice? But it's fucked up because today, somebody Medkit, no, a young lady Medkit, no, was talking about, and I don't know, I think her nationality is, she from Asia, you know, I don't know how much you want me to say, but and you know they got different customs and shit where she from, like arranged marriages. So she was saying how she kind of estranged from her family and they not really fucking with each other. They say she too Americanized and shit like that. And I'm like, fuck. What's the title of the stream? How the world get this crazy, right? How we get to the point where 4 or 5 random adults can start talking about parenting, and everybody parenting been twisted, like the world, like where it's hard to really find somebody that's a good parent. And in the same way where I don't know you, you don't know me, Savage. I don't know where you from. I don't know anything much about you, but when you start to talk about love, it start to be like that. Like, damn. So already at the stage you is, during your walks of life, you encountering the same shit that, when the fuck does that shit stop? When does family become family? When does love become love? Does it stop? Yeah. I had a father. He been on the stream before talking to y'all. Not my biological father, but just a man that at the time when we encountered each other was better than me in every conceivable way that I could think of where I was great. He knew it. I knew it. Everybody around us knew it. But since he was way further down the path that I was destined to go down, and he took a liking to me, it was like, hey, my nigga, you gonna fuck around and feel like it don't stop. But of course it stopped. So y'all see, like, so y'all, if you watching the stream long enough, you almost know everything about me. I tell Make It that all the time. So that's why when it get the personal shit, I'll put it out there, because some people, like, so, like I said, I might not do no pretending at all. Some people are more comfortable pretending because they feel like they might be embarrassed. But if I'm poor, felonied up, destined to die horrible and in pain, why like I don't got time to be pretending. That is some wild, weird shit. And I also don't got time to be running around trying to hurt people who I might need later on. And I don't look down on niggas because I'm nowhere in life. But I'm not supposed to be where I'm at. And there's gotta be people that I could benefit that man, hey look, if you fuck around too hard, you're not gonna benefit, and it's gonna affect you. And like it's me and my mom's relationship is we got like kind of that relationship, man, like where me being around my mom's and being in her presence makes things better a little bit in her arena. Everybody knows it. Everybody's aware of it, including her. In some capacity, everybody's been talked about and everything, right? So it does stop. Unfortunately, you gotta run into unique people. So I often said that when I went to prison, I don't feel like I even knew what love was. I told my moms that, like, yo, it took for me to get understanding. Like, for me to understand your circumstances and what you had went through and why you going through that, how it affected me or whatever the case may be, for me to understand you enough to really love you no matter what had happened. And if I didn't run into love, I would have never got that understanding. Because it took for the bro to understand me because I was bugged out. It was times when I thought that we might get into a fight. I used to think I could take him a little bit. But he'd have got the wins because he just was like, he was who he was and I was who I was. Like, he had been in the game way longer than me. Like even if I would have took the edge on him and got him, it would have been hundreds of motherfuckers running around every maximum security prison that have been willing to go all out and murder me behind that nigga because he was that kind of person. He was a good nigga. The kind of nigga that'd snatch a young nigga up. He had 20-something years in at that time. Like, yo. The gang shit, nah. Like, that shit corny. Like, you corny. He used to call it the culture shock. I'ma shock the shit out you, man. Whatever your culture is, whatever you think is cool, now that shit ain't cool. And Deuce is not my biological child. I've never treated Deuce like she wasn't mine. When I call her phone, I think it say dad on there. When I call, I think it say dad. Like, so if I call her phone now, it pop up. She look at me like I'm her dad. She love me. Now, a lot of men ain't like that. I often wonder if Deuce would think that, like, yo, you know how most kids be thinking they moms get with a nigga try to separate them and they moms. Nope. I be on they ass about them having a good relationship. So even if Medkit like, I don't believe in love, right? She can say it, but what's the chances of her and Deuce having the same relationship they got now if I don't come into the picture? So despite whatever turmoil you happen, whatever kind of beefs me and Medkit happen, like, both Deuce and Medkit is aware that I want the best for them. I want their relationship to be great. They better not be like, and almost all other circumstances, a dude provides nothing a lot of times to the other, especially somebody else's child. Niggas be sitting there comparing themselves to lions. I don't love no nigga kid. The lions kill niggas kids. They look at niggas be comparing themselves to every animal in the jungle, not to just express love. But they ain't just not expressing love to the kid. They not expressing love to they mother, the mother of that kid, they friends, they kids. You can see it. It ain't like niggas be... Yo, when you know real people that deal with love, they don't never just love one person. They love everybody. They even be loving the people that's doing the bullshit to them. So yeah, it stops. Because there's nothing that I'm going to go through with Medkit that's going to turn my love off. Like, I could go through anything, and if I get on the stream and a nigga start talking to me about their real life, if somebody call me up and they got their shit going on, I just jump right into your shit. Damn, how can we fix your shit up? How can we make you feel better? How can we get your situation to grow? That's just who I am. So it may seem like few and far between. But it's not, it's getting greater, and it's each one teach one. So my whole goal is always to teach anybody that's around me, like, no matter what your circumstances is, no matter where you standing at today in life, like, you could give love, you could be honorable, you could have morals. Like, you can validate someone. That don't cost nothing. Good energy don't fucking cost you nothing. Half the time, if you pay attention to what you're doing with your time or your energy or your mind, you got all the ample time to love the person you want to love in the world.
Make sure you subscribe.
Sacrifice during your weakest moments. If I'm tired and I really want to get some sleep, I don't think that I'm tired and I want to get sleep. I go into how many hours I already slept. Or if I slept for 5 hours and I've been up for 3 hours, I don't go fuck how tired my mind telling me it is. Do somebody need some love? Maybe I could take this time and spend it with Meg. Let me watch a movie with her. My energy low. I might not stream or go to edit, but fuck, I'm gonna go to sleep for. What the fuck is in the sleep? I could kick it with my moms. You know what? If I got enough, I'm tired. I feel like, let me just throw the stream on and try this shit out. See how I go. Get the kick in it. Smoke a little something. Drink a little something and chop it up with people. Some people, when they get to their weakest moments, they use it as an excuse. And they try to fucking, whatever they do in their mind. Like, I like block it out or something and go a little bit, pretend that shit just ain't happened, that they don't know what's going on and all that shit, that they go right to being normal, and it's like, that's where the hurt part comes in. So the person usually be weaker. We got a video coming up though, gang, where we gonna get into shit though. But we rock. I mean, hell of a stream thus far. This information been great, man. Take it in. What I said in the beginning, I could say that in the beginning, man. And one day, hopefully I could just be in a room full of people that want the information, that want to make the world a better place.